Did you know that elephants actually eat snake plants in Africa? Sansevieria grows right in their habitat, and their thick, fleshy leaves hold a surprising amount of water and nutrients. Now, I definitely don't have elephants in my backyard, but something did take a bite out of my whalefin snake plant. So I began trying to solve this little backyard mystery. This plant used to look like this. My original plan was completely different. I wanted to test whether planting a whalefin snake plant in the ground would make it grow faster. But the story changed just a few days in. At first, I assumed some animal had taken a single accidental bite, but that wasn't it at all. Something had eaten nearly half of my whalefin. I honestly wasn't expecting any animal to touch it because Sansevieria contains saponins, meaning it's mildly toxic. With half the leaf gone, I knew the plant's growth would be limited, and that pushed me to uncover what caused it. So I planted one of my Futura Superba and a few Cylindrica plants in the ground to see if they would get eaten as well. To find out what was really happening, I installed a Blink outdoor camera and pointed it right at my whalefin to see what would show up. Between July and November, my Blink camera recorded 83 total videos with 8 kinds of animals showing up. Here's how often each one appeared. First, I'll show you the animals that didn't care about the whalefin at all. Then we'll move on the ones that did, and the one that actually took a bite. The bird you're seeing right now is a robin. Interestingly, it gave the plant a few quick taps, but it's hard to tell whether it actually tried to eat it. Then, on another day, a black cat appeared. It strolled past the whalefin without a hint of interest, moving slowly, as if it was heading toward a different target. And here's a chipmunk. Chipmunks move so fast. This one actually bumped its head on the whalefin while playing with its friend, but it showed no interest in the plant. Foxes are very common in Virginia. In fact, in the past, several fox families have made the shed you're seeing here their home. Underneath it, of course. And that is an opossum. The fox and opossum both passed through the yard, but neither of them showed any interest in the whalefin snake plant, so they're definitely not the culprits. Alright, now let's move on to the top 3 most frequent visitors. I captured 13 videos of squirrels. They showed up a lot. They never cared about the whalefin though. They were too busy sniffing around and digging little holes everywhere, probably storing food for later. Look at this squirrel. It is gently patting the ground after it stored its food in the ground. And yes, the black squirrels, they're pretty common where I live. I see them all the time. The most frequent visitors were the raccoons. I captured 46 videos of them. Adult raccoons usually travel alone, but this looks like a family group, probably a mother with her juveniles. They are always busy searching for food, and they go through my trash bins almost every day. Unlike the other animals, they showed a lot of interest in the whalefin snake plant. From the footage, it looks like they take small bites as they pass by, and I don't think they would keep returning like this unless they were actually considering it as food. Maybe it's not their favorite food, more like something they turn to only when they're really hungry. This clip shows a raccoon eating the Futura Superba snake plant. This was recorded the day before Halloween. It was getting colder and it looks like the raccoon was hungry. Unlike the raccoons, the rabbits visited my backyard both during the day and at night. You saw one of those rabbit clips earlier in this video, and based on the footage, I think the rabbits, along with the raccoons, were major contributors to the damage on my snake plants. You might have noticed that the whalefin is no longer outside. That's because I dug it up when the weather started getting cold. I wanted to save it. But I left the other 2 snake plants outdoors. And just like the raccoons, the rabbits also ate the Futura Superba and the Cylindrica snake plants around Halloween. Now let's take a look at the results, the plants that were damaged. The mother plant of the whalefin suffered the most. This leaf is several years old, around 3 to 4 years. Interestingly, the new pup wasn't damaged nearly as much. This might suggest that older leaves are less bitter and possibly even more appealing to animals than younger ones. The Futura Superba also took significant damage, though it wasn't eaten in half the way the whalefin was. The Cylindrica plant was affected as well. You can clearly see the bite marks from the rabbits. I hope you enjoyed this video, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone.